We are live. We're going to be live in just a second. Um, Gotta find the video. Yeah, there it is. Welcome to the Righteous Responders Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Locus, retired police detective, now the host of the Righteous Responders Podcast, which is basically the sister brother of First Responders PTSD Connection, PTSD.Help, as you know. It has been I don't even know what it's been. It's been a doozy of a time, if that's the word I want to use. Yeah. But, I'm going to do this live. I'm going to try to do more live versions of the podcast, and they will be unscripted, unedited, and what you see is what you get. What errors I make, we'll just go with it. Usually when I do these, the only thing I really edit is I add the intro music, and any lulls or, delays, I just edit out. But I don't usually edit out content. But like stuff like this where I'm trying to get adjusted and see if everything's even. Yeah, I usually edit all this out, but this is live. Yeah, everything's in order. Maybe you can tell, but you probably can't, because my OCD kicks in. But I've redone some things, flipped the flag around, and I don't know if you noticed the woodworking that was done for us, but yeah, that's kind of floating there. It looks kind of cool. And yeah, got my SPR there. A couple little things. I moved the eagle, and yeah, this is this is the temporary setup. Might as well walk you through what's out here too. That's one of my first service weapons. Actually, that is the uh, first service weapon I've ever had on duty. Um, the Smith & Wesson 4046, my very first. And yeah, went to Glock and all that other stuff. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just sharing. It's live, unedited, unscripted. You came here for the real. You got the real. Tonight, well, it's Saturday, first and foremost, and it's episode 26. And I thank you for being here, all 12 of you. I guess that's my fault. I could do a lot more of these, I guess, and share more and do some more marketing and stuff. But it's not like I really need to promote the organization more, as we always have someone reaching out. I think this might be the last 2 weeks is the quietest it's probably ever been. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's not. I just haven't been sharing like I was before. Um, why? Well, where does one begin? So tonight I'm actually feeling a little bit better, and I'm a lot more alert. Hence me even trying to go live on this. But yeah, between basically the last 2 months have been my dad, and I'm not going to say full time because I don't. It's not a job thing, but it feels like it sometimes. He is, ultimately he's doing better. I'm actually really surprised how well he's doing, all considering, because the prognosis wasn't good, as you know, because I shared it. But he got home and got settled in. But I am still to date in what he was in the hospital for several weeks in February, and I'm still fighting his insurance, Molina, for more care for him, because he is getting. I got him to 5 hours a day that a CNA comes in and helps him, and because of his blindness and his inability to do anything. He has to be pretty much hand fed. But like, if you ever had someone in your life that's blind, and then you add the physical ailments, I mean, you can give him a plate, but it has to be set up so perfect and it's right in front of him. But it almost is faster if you feed him, because by the time he's poking around on his plate, I'm like, Dad, don't even worry about silverware. Just eat it. It's you and I here. Who cares? Use your fingers. It's like, you know, it's just, it's not easy, but it is what it is, right? I think most of us here are at the age range where we have family that are getting up there, and our parents getting up there. And if you're blessed enough to have them in your life, good or bad, um, when they have ailments and you are their somewhat primary, you deal with it. And these are the things that come with age. But even with my dad, I don't even share with him as much my own stuff, because it feels like, it's like, what's the point of telling him everything? But yeah, I've got my own struggles and my own journey. So while I'm dealing with the organization, which is more of a, I'm going to call it a part-time thing, which could be a full-time thing. But yeah, dealing with that, and then I have my own medical stuff, which, if I haven't shared with you guys in a while, we've done really well with the cancer. And the problem is just, I'm getting older, and those things, my health and stuff, things just catch up to you. So now I'm dealing with some friggin', I don't even know, pseudo gout. I don't know what's going on with my arms and elbows, but my hands are numb all the time now, which I guess carpal tunnel, blah, blah, blah. I just added to the list. But I finally got into a neurologist for my headaches. I'm actually having one right now. Good times. But they put me on an injection, and I take a pill that I dissolve now for these headaches or migraines. And yeah, so I added that to the list. There's just several things, but yeah, what are you going to do? Things in life can be a challenge, and we can choose to fight through our adversities, try not to let things get in our way, and have faith to get through everything, or we can give up and give in. And I've got battles going on right now that make me want to pull my hair out. Like, I don't know how much I want to get into, but yeah, I mean, I'm dealing with a disability thing, and they're reviewing things, and they're giving me a hard time because my cancer's not terminal. So they're like, "Oh, you're doing better," but then you add in all the other ailments, and it's like I'm still not able to do so much, and it drives me crazy, because I'm sure, like you in here, I have moments of like young, vibrant, passionate, uh, you know, go getter, and then it's like your body's like battling that. But I think every one of us are in the same kind of boat. And that is besides all the crazy stuff going on in the world. We got the Floyd case, or Chauvin case, which is looking really bad. Um, so far it's looking like most of us felt in the beginning it looked terrible, and it is. And I like to let things weed out in court for before I go judging a cop for doing his job, especially for 19 years. But man, if he wasn't dealing with PTSD and having a lapse in his brain or something, I don't know what to tell you, because it was bad. It is bad, and I'm sure as things progress, he'll be found guilty of something. And I just prayers with everyone involved. Obviously, Floyd's family, but um, Chauvin's family as well. And Chauvin, the man, after 20 years being a cop, he needs care, man. He needs psychological care, and that's part of the problem with this. And I wonder if anything's going to come out in court about PTSD, because several of us watch the videos and it's like, dude, like I see PTSD written all over his blank stare. Um, the job of a law enforcement officer is probably one of the hardest jobs out there. And for most of us, it's not a job. It is a passion. It is an ordained service to be out there helping other people. But the toll that it takes on your physical and mental is beyond anything that I could share in this episode. I think if you watched every episode and you put it all together, you might get half of what it's like to have PTSD as far as some of the stuff I've shared. But, you know, and I still struggle with it myself. You know, I started the organization because I was struggling and I was fighting 3 years ago for help and my benefits. And it took Senator Rubio and the news media getting involved before I got approved and got finally some justice in 2017. And now I'm going through this review and it's like I feel like I'm starting all over again. And the questions come up and what I've noticed is how it's like, oh, well, you got approved, you had cancer, pain and da da da. PTSD was in there, of course, and you're retired from that. But it's like under the review, it's almost like they're downplaying the PTSD. And I don't even know what to say about that. But I'm leaving judgment and all thought out of that until the decision's made because when you're relying on your benefits and you're not able to be a full-time employee of anything, it's just hard enough. Look at Here's a perfect example. Look at how I run the organization. Good or bad, I have lapses and lulls and days where I can barely do anything. As much as I hate even acknowledging that. And then there's days where someone will reach out, a first responder will reach out, and I'm on it, man, and I can help and do what do the best that I can with it and get them help. But it's just such a big thing. It's like the only reason I'm able to do that is because I understand what it's like to have PTSD and offer help to someone who also is struggling. And I know the path. And it's just going to be it's probably going to be another rough month. I just see it going that way. Excuse me. I don't see how, until dad gets more hours and he can get more CNA care, which takes some of the pressure off me, and I can get this review over with and take that stress level off me, and then have this hand surgery or whatever it is, and get several months into my medication. They said it's going to take time for things to start settling, blah, blah. It's like, and that's if no emergencies or nothing major happens, the kids stay healthy, and I don't, lose my house or whatever, anything could happen. Because I have found in the last several years is it's like I went from being this detective running cases, kicking ass, to like you lose everything. And then you start selling your belongings to get food for yourself and your kids. And yeah, man, it's like your whole world turns. But the silver lining in is that I started the Blue Family, and I met some amazing people in you. And at this point, we've been able to help dozens of first responders find hope. And to me, I can't tell you what that's done for my soul. Um, when you get out of this line of work, you lose a part of yourself, and it's a big part, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Um, I'm not taking away from anyone that has a traditional, normal career, but I guess because of the job being so heavy and so stressful, and it's like a military thing, like a wartime, like it's constant. It becomes such a big part of you that when you're out of it, You lose your identity, and that's if you're normal and healthy. So add PTSD in it, and what is that, right? Post traumatic stress disorder. Basically, for me, it's a cumulative issue where each major call, not every call, but each major call, I carried a little piece of it until it just combined until, you start having anxiety, agoraphobia, you start becoming way hypervigilant, you just stop functioning normal. And then psychosomatically, your body starts, you start having stomach aches and IBS and high blood pressure and all these other things. And again, that's if you don't have any medical ailments. So it's just like a snowball. The point is, I don't know what the point is, but so yeah, like I see things like if my father gets situated and I can get balanced and I can get through the stress of that, and then Jinky stays stable. Um, I predict by next month I'm back on. I'm killing it. We're helping again. We're pushing forward, and we're able to make the changes that we need to make this organization greater and help more first responders. Because that's my ultimate goal. Prevent some suicides. That'd be nice. Um, you know, not having a first responder hit his or her rock bottom and get the help that they need would be amazing, right? So yeah, and then grants come in and just I can see the future, I really can, but then there's times where I have no clue what I'm doing. And this last week, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted nothing to do with anything. I still had appointments to do and dad and everything else, but I just hit this point where I just shut down. And you know, I hate acknowledging that again, but that's just the reality of PTSD and my walk with it. So, Jinky, I wanted to share about that real quick. He went to the vet from his previous issues in his hip and his joints. He's got pretty bad arthritis right now, so we're trying him on some medicines. And he also has got a skin infection going on, so he's on prednisone and antibiotic. But it's so crazy. It's like having a child that's sick because it's our fur children. They are the world to us, and just can't fathom that he's 8 years old. And if anything happens to him, um, I think I'm going to label this the doom and gloom episode. I'm not going to keep you long. I know I say that every time. We're 18 minutes in. I wanted to give you an update. I think I've pretty much done that on what's been happening. Um, I did want to share one thing though, and this is going to be a giveaway. I don't know how long you've been around, but if you have, maybe you saw when I offered this as a giveaway. I actually ended up having two, and I never gave it away, or I didn't, I tried to, but we didn't have enough people retweet it. But so this is the Chief Bear, and it's the see if the battery did the batteries die on me? No way, dude. Okay. Anyway, I might have to put the batteries in before I offer to give away. Anyway, it sings "Proud to be an American." Uh, I think I need to switch the batteries out. I must have left it on, but I'm going to give this away, and it's adorable. And inside its little handcuff pouch is one of our PTSD coins, so that'll be involved included in it. It's adorable. Check it out. Right, adorable. We got the little armband on there. There's a little baton. Yes, I'm playing with teddy bears. So anyway, I'm going to give this away. All I ask you to do is share this episode on your social media, include the PTSD.Help, and just tell me you want to win this. And yeah, so because there's probably only 12 of you or so on here, the chances of winning it are pretty good. I wish I had more, but it is the last one. And again, I will replace the batteries. So by the time you get it, you can put them back in and it should sing "Proud to be an American." You know, so I might find the old video I posted and share it. Anyway, giveaway. This will be in there. If you want to win it, all you got to do is be watching this, hit the like button, right? Uh, and share on your social media. Just post it, post PTSD.Help giveaway to win the bear. And make sure you write in the comments of this video that you did that. And I will pick someone in the next several days. I guess we should probably go a week to give everyone a chance, to give all 12 of you a chance. Um, but this is live right now, but it's interesting. I don't know. I'm not a big tech person when it comes to this, but it looks like there's 0 viewers right now. So I know because I didn't share it. So by the time you're seeing this, it will be um, from earlier on Saturday the 10th. So get in on that giveaway. And by the time I get back online, I'm really hoping to offer much more merch for giveaways because I've got a lot of it to do. Uh, I'm selling, you guys know, if you go to PTSD.Help, there's merch available. You can purchase it. Um, you know, if you do end up purchasing anything, let me know and I'll throw you in extras because we have some of it. I haven't been pushing it, not because I don't want to. It's just because I'll share this video, but I'll probably get right back offline, right? A number of you will post or share, post comments, and it's greatly appreciated because I get to see the comments and how many people are watching and stuff. But I'm so bad about staying online just because I'm like so burned out, man. So, but I don't want to be, I want to be able to get back on and share more positive and, um, more optimistic things about the future with PTSD.Help and the Righteous Responders podcast, because this isn't just about me. This is about you, our blue family, and it's about first responders struggling PTSD. I can't think of a more noble um, mission than to help them. Because if it wears me or takes me out, it takes me out. I spent over a decade plus in a job that I guess I thought about the dangers, but for the most part, you had to put that in the back of your head. So like this, does sharing my PTSD and other first responders PTSD with them, does it bring up memories? Absolutely. Is it hard sometimes and causes more anxiety? Yep. But to me, it's worth it because you're worth it. Because if I can come on here and I have in the last few years and share what I've gone through and these personal things in my life with my dad and medical and jinky and stuff, uh, you can do anything, truly. Um, you know, you're only as good as your best moments in your life and what you're trying to do in your life now. And, you can be better than you were today, tomorrow. Take a minute, help someone else. Feel what it's like to share about your own personal struggles with our blue family and see the prayer and love you get, because it's real. I can tell you that for a fact. I have literally watched um, things improve with the prayer and love from our blue family. And it's interesting because the longer that I'm offline, like I have been, the longer I'm like, it's harder to get back on and it's harder to get back into the swing of things, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's the update I wanted to give you on the Righteous Responders podcast, episode 26. Little 25-minute episode just to share with you guys, let you know that I'm thinking of you, that I haven't forgotten about you, and I really hope you haven't forgotten about me and our journey to help first responders. I'm on that mission, and I just can't do it alone. So, you know the situation. If you're able to help the organization or a first responder, reach out to me, Joe at PTSD.Help or at Det Locus on our social media. You can reach me on Twitter. You can reach me on Facebook and Instagram. Um, you know, it's been a little quieter, so I do have a little bit more time to get back to you, but just bear with me on my replies. That's all. It's been a crazy run. Um, Probably the busiest emotionally it's been for me in the last 2 months, and hopefully it will start slowing down so I can start giving my attention to the organization and you more. So, yep, that's going to be it. That's what we're going to call it. Our first official live episode of the Righteous Responders Podcast, episode 26, Saturday the 10th. And I hope you're well. Stay safe. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all again. Just stay the course. And if you're having a rough day and you need prayer, please reach out. Our Blue family is amazing. They're really good about praying for you. So I will do the same. We'll talk soon. Love you guys. Bye. These live episodes. I need to do a lot better work, though, I think. Oops.